Good morning from the Springs. I just returned from a week off. Patty and I stayed up north at a nice cabin and paddled around in our canoe and rode bikes and had a great time. Anyways, I'm back at the Springs now, and I'm looking at a patch of bouncing bet, which was pointed out to me by Dan Carter. And there's just one little area of it right here, and so this is an opportune time to cut it, prevent it from going to seed, and stop this another invasive species from entering the area. Behind it, there's a little knapweed there, and then there's some fleabane, Canada fleabane coming up, and this hillside was literally carpeted in fleabane last year, and I cut it. And now there's a lot less, but there's still a bunch of it here. So I'm gonna, and the fourth thing I should say, is this nodding thistle. I'm gonna cut all this nodding thistle that I can find, that I come across. So I'm gonna cut knapweed, bouncing bet, Canada fleabane, nodding thistle, and any of these mullein that I happen to encounter. So these plants aren't not necessarily bad. They're just not native to this area. Mullein, for example, has medicinal value. Bouncing bet can be used to make a soap. So these plants have uses, and they're not bad plants. But we're managing this area to be a native Wisconsin sand prairie. So we have specific goals in mind, and that's why we're trying to get rid of these weeds. Or they're invasive plants. They have good uses in other areas. In their context, they're not useless plants, but we don't want them here. And you can see quite a bit of mullein along this hillside. And here as well. So I'm just going to be kind of threading my way through this prairie and cutting a few things that are getting ready to go to seed, like especially the nodding thistle and the Canada thistle. Those are pretty well on their way, so those have to get cut priority. So thanks for following my blog at the Scuppernong Springs Nature Trail website. I really appreciate your interest.